What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the breakdown, and let's jump right into it. Manny Pacquiao defeats Shane Mosley by unanimous decision. And first of all, I want to talk about the fight itself. Um, very disappointed in this fight. Not disappointed in Manny Pacquiao. He definitely pressed the issue. He definitely did his part to try to give the fans and try to give everybody a good show. Meanwhile, on the other hand, Shane Mosley was constantly backing up the entire fight, um, and that's the reason. That's the reason why a lot of people are disappointed in this fight. Shane Mosley constantly backed up, didn't really throw a lot of combinations. Um, Pacquiao was able to drop Shane Mosley in the second round. I believe Shane Mosley, it wasn't a knockdown, but the referee called it a knockdown. He actually pushed him, so I can't really give him that. Um, but after he pushed Pacquiao down, I believe it was the ninth or 10th round. I'm not for sure which round it was. Pacquiao got up and basically tried to prove that he wasn't really knocked down, which he wasn't. And that was pretty much the highlight of the fight after he got up because both fighters were kind of, you know, both Pacquiao was trying to press the issue, and Shane Mosley looked like he was throwing a bit of combinations. But overall, this fight was very disappointing. Shane Mosley, like I said, he backed up. I believe at one point in the fight, I believe it was maybe fourth or fifth round, in between those rounds or something like that. His trainer, I believe Nassim Richardson, told Shane Mosley, to basically throw that right hand hook, and we never really saw that from Shane Mosley. Looked like he was probably afraid to mix it up because maybe he was afraid of Pacquiao's combinations and afraid of getting knocked out. So he pretty much ran most of the fight. Uh, uh, Very early on, you could tell that Shane Mosley was not fixing to get off first. He was not fixing to land more combinations on Pacquiao if he did try to mix it up with him. And you could just tell Shane Mosley is just old. Um, where does Shane Mosley go from here? I mean, he was beaten by Mayweather, and I think Mayweather punished Shane Mosley a bit more than Pacquiao did because he didn't run from Mayweather. Pacquiao could have punished him probably worse than Mayweather did, but he ran from Pacquiao most of the night, so he was not able to punish him the way Mayweather did. But where does Shane Mosley go from here? I mean, he was defeated by Mayweather in a lopsided fashion. Had a draw with Sergio Mora, who's not even that great of a fighter, and he was defeated again in a lopsided fashion. And he was simply beat because his lack to throw punches. Um, if he would have thrown punches, I'm not saying he would have won, but I mean Pacquiao wouldn't have even had to hit the guy all night, and he would have won the fight based on that Pacquiao was the busier guy in each round. And that's pretty much what I saw. So where does Shane Mosley go from here? I'll give you my opinion. I think it's time for Shane Mosley to hang it up. On the financial side of it, he fought Mayweather, so that right there was a pretty good payday. And he fought Pacquiao, and that right there was a pretty good payday for him. So he's gotten two big paydays within the last year, and then of course he got paid whatever he did against Sergio Mora. So for Shane Mosley, it's definitely time to retire. No reason to damage his record any more than it already has been. He's a Hall of Famer, and he's done great things for the sport of boxing. But as they say, not everything lasts forever, and at some point, we all have to hang it up in whatever it is we do, whether it's sports or working or you know or life itself. It doesn't last forever, and so I believe that Shane Mosley definitely should hang it up, and that's that on him. Pacquiao. Of course, we all want to see Pacquiao and Mayweather get together, but not really going to get into that. Not really going to get into who Pacquiao should fight next. Other than Mayweather, there's not really a lot of people for him to fight. It's pointless. Because we'll basically get a one-sided match. And for Mayweather, there's not a lot of other people that Mayweather, could fight. I mean, sure, you could say Paul Williams or, Sergio Martinez or something like that, but people who are people who normally fight at the 147, not too many of those guys left. Although Mayweather does need to get back in the ring and fight anybody, but yeah, as for Pacquiao, I guess we'll just have to see who he fights next. If it's not Mayweather, we're all going to be disappointed. But as long as we see him in the ring, I guess that's all that matters. Um, I heard that maybe Pacquiao may fight Marquez for a third time, and I think if it's not Mayweather, I think Marquez. I think the fans could be pretty satisfied with that, knowing how the first two fights went, and then hopefully, if they did fight, we could pretty much get a third fight that would come down to the wire and be very very close. So I think a lot of people want to see that fight if it's not Mayweather, but other than that, boxing in itself, and it's not just Mayweather and Pacquiao. There's a lot of other fighters who need to step into the ring and start fighting each other. The best fighters need to fight each other. I mean, look how long it's taken David Haye and Klitschko to agree. They finally have, but that's a subject for another topic. But what did you think about the fight? I was fairly disappointed in it. I think Shane Mosley should retire. What are your thoughts? Where does Pacquiao go from here? Let me know what you think, and I'm out of here.